yeah, whatever I'm saying is basically just recommendations or angles or however you want to see it. Spells. The whole truth cannot, of course, not be condensed to some sounds coming from this hole here. As most people can imagine. Signs, maybe you want to call it as well. Like, yeah, signs. So, don't take it too seriously. Hopefully there is some benefit to you watching my videos. I recommend the things that I talk about, but it can be done in ways that are not beneficial, of course. So, yeah, inform yourself, think for yourself, experiment with as much common sense as possible. That's about it. Just because you can't see the chains, it doesn't mean that they aren't there. Just saying, not hating. Man kan räkna på hitan och ditan. Absolut. There is a condition of wind going on. There's also a condition of bad lighting going on, but it's default, so I don't even think about it anymore. Yeah, so this is the case. Whether you like to realize it or not, or admit it or not, it doesn't matter. It's still the case. The case is always the case, regardless of what people dress the case up in. Most people hate their jobs. And sadly, they don't hate their jobs enough. It is highly likely that you hate your job, but that you do not hate your job enough. You hate it too little. You just kind of meme hate it, like, I don't know, fake hate it. You hate it a little here and there. You don't hate it enough. You have to hate work more. Because work is a scandal. It's a total scandal. It's a robbery. It's, yeah, I don't know. There aren't enough words to describe it. It's dehumanizing. It's humiliating. Yeah, it's, of course it's unnatural as well, but unnatural isn't even a word, because, yeah, what is natural in today's modern world? Nothing, basically. So let's see here. Maybe we should do a little parkour. Parkour. To get better lighting, of course. High fence or low legs, it depends on how you want to see it. No trains, nice. Yeah, so let's get into it. It's highly likely that you don't hate your job enough. You hate it, but you don't hate it enough. Because if you had hated your job enough, you would have taken action. Supposed extreme action, I would say. But you don't, because you're a simp. You are a company simp, you are a government simp, you are a civilization simp. You are simping. It's highly likely that you are simping. Not to offend anyone, but it's extremely likely that you are simping for this crazy world, your job, your little job, your little boss or whatever, your little race. And also for civilization as well, of course. So, what can be done? I'm always focusing on what can be done, since it is no point in making a complaining video. There are so many complaining videos on YouTube that it's crazy. People are like, oh, life sucks, anti-natalism and so on. Yeah. I didn't ask to be born. Blah 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 blah. Life is unfair and so on. Of course life is unfair. Life is pure bullcrap. But you can do things. There are so many things that you can do to counteract it. So I'm going to drop some examples here. It's obvious, of course, but it's not obvious for everyone because, yeah, lots of people don't see the obvious things because they have a blanket over their head or, yeah, blinders on, like some race horses, so that they only see their own little lane, like so. Yeah, of course, work less, live more, but that is kind of the key. That is what this video is about, of course. So that is presupposed. But how do you work less and live more? Basically, you reduce your consumption, and you have to realize that most things that you consume have absolutely no value for you. Yeah, you reduce your consumption of bullshit, of course. Things that provide little to no value. You really have to prioritize to be able to work less and live more. And if you don't hate working enough, you won't do this. You just won't. You won't get rid of your little car or whatever, your little bike, your supposed motorcycle or whatever the case may be. All of these vehicles. You won't get rid of your totally unnecessary and destructive vehicles unless you hate work enough. Because there will always be some kind of story going on in your head about, yeah, why you need your car or whatever. Listen. Med dryga bilar överallt, fulla med folk som inte orkar gå. Yeah, basically owning a car is based on laziness. It is. And stupidity as well, of course, but yeah, that's needless to say. So, reduce consumption of unnecessary bullshit. And if you have a car, start there. Get rid of it. Instantly, I would say. You don't have to burn it up, of course, or whatever. But sell it. Get rid of it. Just do it. There is no point whatsoever to having a car. It's just, yeah, I would say insane to own a car at this state. Or, yeah, in these times or whatever. Yeah, also furniture, of course. These are no new things. If you have watched my videos before, these are no new things. But since people are not getting it, I have to repeat myself until, yeah, it reaches some kind of critical mass. And even if it doesn't reach some kind of critical mass, maybe it can still save one or two from the dangerous activity that is called conventional work, conventional full-time work. Lots of people die at work, of course. Lots of people have heavy copes after work, such as all forms of drugs, and sometimes that kills them as well. And yeah, some people just outright commit suicide since they can't take it anymore. Or yeah, something of that nature. So, no furniture automatically. It's such an auto. And all of these things didn't come in 1 second for me personally. I had to transition away from, for instance, vehicles and furniture and so on. Yeah, but if you had hated your work or working in general enough, you wouldn't own a car, you wouldn't own any furniture, you wouldn't do any stupid shit, you wouldn't celebrate any holidays or, I don't know, birthdays or whatever. You wouldn't engage in futility, of course. Oh, Hundskall. Oh. Yeah, and of course, travel is also something that is totally overrated. I would say idiotic. Because if there is some place that is better than your current place, move there, of course. Do not travel there to visit or whatever. What the fudge? So, traveling is totally out of question if you want to work less and live more, of course. Because, yeah, let's face it, wherever you travel, you still have yourself with you. And all of your compulsive thinking and, yeah, I don't know, the whole deal. You know how it is. Oh? Oh! Yeah, and if you don't have a whole lot of unnecessary stuff, what the fudge, such as furniture and bullshit, yeah, carpets, all sorts of shit that people have in their supposed homes, then of course you would need a way smaller area to live on. And the smaller you live, hopefully, the cheaper it is. So yeah, there you can also work less and live more due to that thing. And let's say that you only have like a one-room apartment or a very small condo or whatever the case may be. I wouldn't recommend to have it like cozy or comfortable or whatever, because it might be a good idea to spend as much time as possible outdoors. And yeah, if you have like me, for instance, I'm not telling anyone what to do and I'm not perfect or whatever the case may be. However, if you, for instance, have it like me, that you have a liggunderlag on the floor, yeah, you might be very motivated to get out of your apartment or room or, yeah, housing. Because it's not cozy at all, it's not comfortable at all. It's as bullshit as nature, I would say. No rest for the wicked. Yeah, so of course, reduce unnecessary consumption in all of its forms. And then, as per automatically, bring in the good stuff, the nice stuff, the beneficial stuff, such as but not limited to deep breathing, inner body awareness, just lying down doing nothing, holistic movement in all of its forms, variation, of course, including stretching and so on, being outdoors, wild edible plants, shivambu, I don't know, creativity in general, if possible, social activities, but most activities with people are anti-social. It's just some kind of theatrics. So yeah, I engage very little with other people in my supposed spare time, and my supposed spare time is growing all the time, of course. Yeah, and I forgot to mention something that is totally automatic when it comes to work less and live more. You get out of debt as quick as possible, and you get into investments as quick as possible as well, of course. Don't be greedy, however. Don't do it for the love of money or whatever. The point of more money is less work. The point of less consumption is more money and more free time. Yeah, you get the picture, hopefully. It's not super hard things that I'm describing here, but most people are so brainwashed and blinders on that they can't imagine a life without constant work, constant consumption, constant doing, constant talking, constant thinking, constant bullshit, constant being indoors, constant driving around in vehicles and so on. They can't imagine anything else. There is nothing else in their minds. Oh. Constant, of course, consumption of, I don't know, content, movies, series, yeah, news. All of the good, yes. News, politics and so on. No, I'm going to vote for this dude. No, I'm going to vote for this dude. No, I'm going to... Yep. A brief little summary. Yes, so let's summarize this video. The point of this video is to encourage you to engage as little as possible in futile activities and engage as much as possible in valuable activities. And there's no time for nostalgia in this life. Let's say that you have some person in your surroundings or whatever that you have been friends with for 10, 20, 30 years. If it's over, it's over. Don't give a fudge about nostalgia or whatever. Yeah, if you have to explain things for people, basically, if it's work to hang around someone, don't hang around them. You want to work as little as possible in workplaces, in your free time, and around other people, of course. You want to work less and live more. So if it is hard work to hang out with someone, no matter who it is, if it's your mother, father, brother, sister, whatever, some supposed friend or whatever, if it's work or hard work to hang out with them, don't do it. Cut them off immediately. You don't even have to explain it. Just cut them off. And if they don't get it, maybe explain it to them, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just don't. Yeah, so the point of this video: engage as little as possible in futile activities, and I have already named a number, and engage as much as possible in valuable activities, high value activities. And of course, if you don't know what these things are, watch the video again. But most importantly, see how it feels. Do something and really be honest to yourself. Was this a high value activity? Did I receive lots of value from this, or was it valueless? Was it futile? Was it crappy? Did it feel good or bad, basically? Was it just a distraction, or was it some kind of real life going on? Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. Work less, live more. Have an awesome now, ciao. Även om det är roligt med färger och så kan man ju såklart lägga färgerna åt sidan bort emellan också. För att komma lite mer i direktkontakt med verkligheten. Hej! Did I mention that Shivambu might benefit you greatly? A common problem, or I would say a common non-habit, is that people don't drink enough piss. And I'm not kidding here. It might sound like I'm trying to make a meme or whatever, but I ain't. Yeah, so let's do some Shivambu here. Yeah, because... yeah. Basically, yeah. I was trying to do two things simultaneously here, and yeah. Fuck. I meant fudge. Pee all over my pants. Whatever. 'Cause, of course, when it comes to Shivambu, you can drink it with your mouth, of course. And you can put it on your skin, and you can drink it with your nose. And yeah. A mosquito. Almost. That's basically the three ways that I recommend when it comes to Shivambu. And yeah, if you drink your pee your whole day or whatever, it's called looping. You might not want to do that infinitely, because then you cannot sleep, because you will wake up like every hour or every 2 hours and have to pee. So what I do is I take a 2-liter jar and I put it next to my bed, and before I go to bed I pee in it, and if needed, if I wake up in the middle of whatever, I pee in it again, and then I have like, I don't know, 1 liter, 1.5 in the morning, so I can do some golden shower or whatever. Yeah, you heard me. Golden shower. Yeah, so let's see if it's possible here to get some kind of wrap it up stuff. Probably not, but I'll try. You know, I'll do. Of course not. Mosquito. Yeah, we'll coach it. Yeah, so that's my final recommendation. Don't do the same mistake as most people do. Don't drink too little piss. Wake up. Snap out of it.